Welcome to our video about how the BellHawk software dynamically tracks the flow of materials through manufacturing plants, warehouses, and other industrial organizations in real time. This is in contrast to typical inventory tracking and warehouse management systems which simply track the quantities of material at specific locations in a warehouse. In this video we will look at how BellHawk tracks this flow of materials and contrast this to how conventional inventory tracking, warehouse management, and ERP systems track inventory. Let us start by understanding how BellHawk tracks materials flow. BellHawk uses LPN, license plate number, tracking methods to track the flow of materials through manufacturing plants, warehouses, and other industrial organizations in real time. In LPN tracking methods we place a unique tracking barcode, and/or RFID tag, on each container of materials or serialized item. We then scan these barcodes whenever we receive, put away, move, consume, produce, pick, pack, ship, deliver and install the barcoded containers or serialized items. LPN tracking methods are used by FedEx, UPS, and Amazon to track the materials in their supply chains. In BellHawk we focus on the tracking needs of industrial organizations. BellHawk can also track nested containers, such as pallets, with tracking barcodes on parts, cartons, and pallets, for example. Here, by scanning the LPN barcodes, BellHawk can track the flow of materials into cartons, the stacking of carton onto pallets, and the movement or shipping of the whole pallet. BellHawk can also track the withdrawal of a carton from a pallet and parts from a carton, while knowing what parts are left on the pallet and in each carton, again by scanning the LPN tracking barcodes. This is especially useful for tracking pallets with a mixture of products on them and generating ASNs for these when shipped to customers. Using LPN tracking methods, BellHawk can also track the transformation of raw materials into products, kits, and assemblies, while maintaining traceability about which materials from which suppliers went into which products, kits and assemblies. Why use LPN methods? License plate number, LPN, tracking gets its name from how the Registry of Motor Vehicles, in each state in the USA, tracks cars and trucks. They assign a unique tracking number, license plate, to each vehicle and then keep all the information about that vehicle in a computer database. BellHawk uses a similar principle with industrial LPN tracking, where the unique tracking numbers for each container or serialized item may be locally assigned, for local use, or are assigned based on GS1, Global Standards 1, globally unique identifiers. This enables us to keep a large amount of information about the contents of each container or individually barcoded item. The ability to track the dimensions of containers of material enables BellHawk to track individual rolls, reels and other such materials with a common part number but with different dimensions. In BellHawk we simply put a tracking barcode on each roll or reel and record how much material is on what we now treat as a container. This enables BellHawk to track when material is withdrawn from a reel or roll, and how much is left on each roll or reel. The use of LPN tracking methods is in contrast to conventional warehouse management and inventory tracking software, which simply track the quantity of materials at a location. These systems use what is called item locator methods, as they will tell you how much of each material you have in inventory and where they are located. These item locator methods are also used by ERP and accounting systems as they relate directly to the financial reporting needs of these systems. As well as tracking the receiving, put away, movement, picking, packing and shipping of containers of material and serialized items, BellHawk can track the transformation of raw materials into intermediate or finished products, assemblies, or kits. BellHawk can also track totes and other containers of work-in-process materials moving between work centers. To facilitate this, BellHawk enables the issuance of work orders, based on stored routes and bills of materials, BOMs, needed to make finished or intermediate products. In BellHawk, parts can be recorded into each operation on the work order route by scanning the barcodes on their containers or their individual barcodes. This enables BellHawk to check that the correct parts are being used, that they have passed QC inspection, and have not passed their expiration dates. It enables BellHawk to warn the operator if they are about to make an operational mistake, such as using the wrong parts. This also enables BellHawk to record related data, such as serial and lot numbers, and expiration dates of the materials used. In addition, work-in-process materials can be tracked out of one step in the route of manufacturing operations and into the next, possibly with permanent LPN tracking barcodes attached to each tote. Finished containers of products or serialized items, assemblies, and kits from each work order can have LPN tracking barcodes attached, by which they will be tracked. This also enables BellHawk to record a history of what materials went into making which products. This data is carried through, in BellHawk, to record which boxes or other LPN barcoded items are shipped to each customer. This enables BellHawk to track back from defective products at the container, lot, or serial number level to all the materials that went into making the product. It also enables BellHawk to trace forward from defective or contaminated raw materials to all the affected products and who they were shipped to. In summary, this all gives BellHawk tremendous flexibility in tracking the flow of materials, but it comes at the cost of increased complexity, as well as the time to set up and record the needed data. As a result, if all you need to do is to track the quantity of materials at a location, then you should not be using BellHawk. But, if you really do need to track individual containers of materials, or nested containers, or the contents of kits and assemblies, or capture materials transformation, and or work-in-process materials flow, and or materials traceability data, then you should be using BellHawk. By using barcode scanning, and sometimes RFID scanning, to capture the needed materials tracking and traceability data, a BellHawk materials flow tracking system can quickly pay for itself in labor savings and operational mistake prevention. In addition, BellHawk can do some really useful things, like tracking the labor expended on jobs and automatically printing out barcode tracking labels for LPN containers and serialized parts. Also, BellHawk has an extensive array of interfaces, enabling it to be used to extend the capabilities of ERP and accounting systems, where needed, as well as to automatically exchange data with other systems in each organization's supply chain. Thank you for watching our video about the software that KnarrTek uses to implement real-time operations tracking and management systems and how they are used. For more information about KnarrTek, its software and its services, please see our website at www.knarrtek.com.